My God. What's going on with you, my guy?
Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Living, working, elevating.
Working, elevating, you know, all that good stuff.
Okay. Showing everything?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, I see you got that brand on, man. You mind talking about that? What's going on with that, man?
This right here.
That hoodie tough.
Jet Setter, you know what I'm saying? With my boy Quay Hawk. Shout out to my boy Quay. You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing, man.
Where's he located at?
South Jersey, you know, Mays Landing area. Go holler at him, man. Support the local. I support every local brand, you know what I mean?
Every local brand.
Every local
Got
brand.
to, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta
show love.
Gotta show love.
Especially if you want to return.
Definitely, man. Definitely, man. Respect that, man. Yo, I've been seeing you doing your thing, man. You got your modeling gig going on. You already been doing your photography and everything like that. I respect the grind, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Respect the grind, man. Of course.
I've been shooting for, I want to say maybe 5 years, but I picked up modeling recently, 2019. I had did a little. It was a sad time for me. You know, I was going through some life stuff. You know, who doesn't? You know what I mean? But that year was like really the year where I decided to like
get in the camera more. So, you know, once I seen the impact that I had on that, I'm like, you know what? Let me start, you know, getting in the camera a little bit more. Let me get in front of it, not being behind it as much, but more so in front of it. So, I shot a little movie for my Instagram, and then ever since then, I just been modeling. You know, taking pictures of myself. Been modeling. You know, taking pictures of myself. It's been going good for real. It's been definitely going good.
When did you get that initial idea as far as like, you know what? I know I'm really good behind the camera and everything, but I want to put myself in front of the camera. Did you have any nervousness? Was it like, man, I don't even know if it's gonna be right? Like,
there was some doubts. More so, I mean, not as much because
it's more like it was self-photography. So like, I would set the tripod up, you know, put the camera on the tripod, and, you know, I would take pictures of myself. So it really more so wasn't another photographer there. But lately, with you know, doing a professional shoot in New York, you know, and then having my big bro, shout out to Great Vision, my boy Great Vision, he taking pictures of me. I kind of get a little nervous because it's like, you know, how you want me to pose, you know, like how should I pose? Does this look right? Does my outfit look right? My jeans not, you know, slouching, you know, things of that nature. So, as far as my looks goes, I mean, it's I don't have a confidence issue, you know. I like the way I look, you know what I'm saying? I present myself very well, so I would say like I wouldn't be nervous in that aspect. It's more so like how my body language is, like, you know, how my body look, how my clothes look, you know, more so like that.
Definitely. So how does that modeling gig going as far as like you being able to start that? Modeling isn't easy, like
it isn't. It really isn't easy because like with modeling, what I've learned so far, you know, I've been doing it. Well, I've been professionally, I want to say like 2 months. But as far as like,
you shot that in New York, right?
Yeah, modeling. Maps NYC, the Maps NYC studio, West 38. It's a modeling agency in New York. It's a small agency. You know, just to start off, you know, with building my portfolio and, you know, things like that. But as far as modeling goes, it's definitely not easy because you are the product. You know, you're selling yourself at the end of the day. Like, so you have to, like, how could I say? You have to like push yourself to be that, like, that major product. You know what I mean? So like, it's definitely not easy though. It's a lot of like, I've talked to a couple professional models, you know, on Instagram and stuff like that, and the one thing that they always tell me, every single one of them, they tell me, don't be ashamed about rejection. You know, you're gonna have a lot of rejection. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that you're gonna have to get used to in this industry. So, you know, I know it's not gonna be easy and it's a very bumpy road ahead, but I'm willing to, you know what I'm saying? Roll with the punches and smoothing it out, you know what I mean? Because that's what I wanna do, you know? You gotta have that drive to do what you wanna do in life, you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. I see the self-confidence in you too.
Yeah.
As far as everything, you know, you're already smiling. Right now, you always smiling like that. Man. So how do you get this confidence? Like, what do you? Does anything inspire you? Good music, anything like that? Any like a quiet space or like you put yourself in like this mood? What inspires?
What really inspires me personally is seeing other people's growth. Like, that's one thing that really inspires me to to do better. And like recently,
life knocks you down. You know what I mean? Like the more so you sit on like negative energy and like just be like, oh, I can't get back up, or like, oh, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. You having that kind of mentality, like, it'll slow you down. So like, I try to just have faith that things will get better. I try to have a positive mindset, because if you have a positive mindset, it really manifests positivity. And I've been feeling that lately. You know what I mean? So I just keep going. I just keep going. Watch other people grow, and it makes me like, you know what? I can grow too. You know what I mean? Like, I can grow too. I can push them to keep growing. They can push me to keep growing. I can push other people that have stopped growing, that have potential to grow, but they don't see it in themselves. So I push them. You know what I mean? I just try to be that just spark a positive energy. You know what I'm saying? In a dark area. That's really what I try to be. So just overall positivity and just other people's growth is what motivates me to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can get there. Anybody can get there. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep going. You feel me?
I did some acting little gigs here and there. As you can see on my page, I did a little acting scene over there. It definitely puts you in a zone where you're uncomfortable. You don't know exactly how you look in the camera, but once you're in that zone, once you get that clarity, I'm there. So I seen a little clip. You had this little commercial gig incorporated with your job, Snipes.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, how did that go about? Like, did you get any? Was there a big check behind that?
Listen, man. Like,
that was great.
I've been working for Snipes for a year and some change.
Right.
I've been in contact with the marketing team personally. Like, I have their phone numbers, have their
emails. So it all started off last August. Yeah, I think it was August. I had took a picture in some Snipes apparel, some Sprite apparel, and I had sent it to the marketing team. And I was like, I'm trying to become a model. You know what I'm saying? I want to do whatever I need to do. You know what I'm saying? In order to get to like be that person they call like, oh, we just collab with let's say they collab with Meek Mill or something. Like, we got some Meek Mill apparel in here for Snipes. Or let's call Sam from South Jersey and have him modeling this for whatever catalog or something like that. Right. So like, I always like, I'm like, yo, like, how can I get there? Like, and every time I take pictures in Snipes apparel, I have a couple pieces on my Instagram of me wearing Snipes apparel. I send it to them, post this, how does this look? Do you like this? And I always ask them like, what can I do? You know what I mean? What can I do to get there? So
they posted me in the Snipes apparel on the Snipes USA page, and ever since then I've just been in contact. I've been trying to send them more just like more content, you know what I'm saying, to try to get up there. And they were the story behind that is they were looking for a store to do a commercial for the Snipes and Rejuvenator collab. And they had one, a store in mind. The store made the commercial, they didn't like it. So he reached out to me and my manager Bilal, Great Vision. Shout out to Great Vision. He's my manager at my job too. So they reached out to us and was like, yo, we want you guys to do this commercial. We have an entry, but we don't really like it. So we want you guys to, work your magic, make your magic on it. So, and it was kind of a personal thing, because now we're mixing the job with the personal job. So it was like, the perfect opportunity to get out there. So, I started a commercial. My boy Great Vision, you know what I'm saying? He questions for Rejuvenator, and they posted me on the Rejuvenator website. So it was like a big thing for me.
It was a big experience, right?
It was a big experience. I'm like, all right, exposure. Like, we're trying to get there. But yeah, man, that was a great opportunity for me, and I just see that as a bigger, smaller stepping stone, you know what I'm saying, to get to where I want to be. So I just got to keep going, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, not to hype anything up about this or anything like that, we're not a big time movie star or anything like that. You're not in Hollywood, and you're not some kind of walking celebrity. All right? Let's get it clear. So, as far as your goals and aspirations, and as far as like where you want to head towards, because I can see going to doing big things. Right. Can you give the people like little short-term goals and like little long-term goals that you already set yourself in your mind and everything?
So, I love talking about this, man.
Of course,
where I want to be at. So, where I'm at now, this is the learning, you know what I'm saying, the learning, building the experience, building up the product, which is me, you know what I'm saying, and try to get out there. Short-term goals, I just want to be signed under an agency. I want to get under an agency to where, you know, I'm getting cast for like stuff for like little stuff, maybe like, I don't know,
like an H&M catalog.
Oh, right. Because Snipes was like a first step.
Or Snipes, right?
Yeah,
or Snipes.
yeah,
so like, it's not like the thing with Snipes wasn't like it's official, but it's not really official. But I would hope to see that, you know what I'm saying, be my first thing. Like I'm a official ambassador for the Snipes company, and then that'll float into, you know, me being signed under an agency. You know what I'm saying, and then I get to like Forever 21 or H&M. You know, and then I'll branch out. Then I'll start to get bigger. I'll go to Nike. You know, now I'm on the Nike app. You know, you see me because there's a lot of people with locks on the Nike app. I used to think like I couldn't really get anywhere because of my hair, but like at the end of the day, that's kind of in style now. Like you go to the Nike app, you see people, you see locks. You know what I'm saying? You go to like at like
types. Now, I don't think it's racial because you see black males and black females everywhere. But like locks though, it's kind of like. You don't really see that a lot, but you see it in Nike now. You know, you see it in Nike, you see it on Adidas, you know, you see it on like Row or Shine. You know, you see it on like stuff like that. So I would eventually want to get there, and then with the commercial, that was my first commercial. I would want to try to transition from modeling into commercial. Still do modeling, but eventually go into commercials. And then once, you know what I'm saying, I do a couple commercials, now I'm acting now. I'm trying to transition from modeling into commercials. Still do modeling, but eventually go into commercials. And then once, you know what I'm saying, I do a couple commercials, now I'm acting now. Now I'm in Netflix originals, you know, things like that. Like, that's where I kind of want to be at. You know, I want to eventually have it go from commercial modeling and slowly go to commercials and then slowly go into acting. And then now I'm just doing all three. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly the goal. That's the mission, you know what I'm saying? Get up there. I want to be on TV. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely. I definitely see the aspiration for it. I got this orange juice in my hand and shit. Every time I go to Wawa, I gotta grab orange juice.
Yeah, I mean,
a big jug. I gotta grab some orange juice. Like
the 1 liter joint.
I got to. I don't know why. I think I'm addicted.
Right. Hey, listen, man.
For real. Yo. Oh, Sam. Yo, so that shirt go hard, man. What was the brand name again?
Jet Setter.
Jet Setters, right?
Yes, sir.
It's your boy, right, that made that brand?
Yeah, my boy Quay Hawk. Yeah, he made music.
He made music too, right?
Yeah, he makes music. Yeah.
Word. Yeah, I noticed that, you know, there's a lot of brands down here in South Jersey as far as like local brands and everything. You give them a lot of support too,
Of course, of course.
Right.
My boy Flash, shout out to Flash.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Now We're Never Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Now We're Never Clothing. Now We're Never
Now We're Never Clothing?
Yeah.
Word.
And my boy DJ Marky, I think it's pronounced Spinier. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, it's my boy. I'm his photographer. He's a DJ.
Word.
So whenever he call me, he need me. You know what I'm saying? I pop up for him. You know
Oh, you do that too? You're like a personal photographer for a couple
yeah.
Boy, that's what's up.
That's my boy. That's my boy. So he's been doing that for, I think, I want to say a year now. I want to say a year he's been making that. And then my boy Eli, shout out to Eli. He make this brand's called, I think it's called Unime. I don't really know how to pronounce it, so
I think I've seen that before. Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, bro.
Yeah.
But I think it's Unime.
Sounds luxurious, yeah.
But yeah, it's dope. High quality products. You know, I'm his photographer also. So whenever he calls me, you know, he needs he has new products. He has a model lined up. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that for him. But yeah, and I'm gonna try to become an ambassador for all of these brands. And there's some brands that I haven't grabbed yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to grabbing. I need some cozy clothing. Definitely need some cozy clothing. I need some Uniquely Rare. I think that's done by J Smart.
Right.
I definitely need some of that. There's a couple more, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta support, you know, support for support out here.
Well, there's Equal Brand too out there.
Oh yeah, definitely Equal Brand.
Equal Brand, yeah.
Definitely Equal Brand. Oh my, I need
Shout
to
out to Clevens, yo.
I definitely need to, before I leave, definitely need to get in contact with him. Definitely, bro. It's a lot of them, bro.
How did you get into like becoming an ambassador? You know, a lot the stigma for local brands, you know, they don't really get attention or love like that. It's only because, like, ever since I said, like, last year and the whole Black Lives Matter movement and small businesses just try to incorporate their own, just establish themselves.
Right.
Now people are rallying up and more buildings, more support. When did you get started with that? Because you don't really see that down here a lot. Like people walking around supporting the brand and everything.
I got started with that, I want to say, maybe like mid 2020. Because at the time, you know, things were shut down, you know, jobs were closed. Not mid 2021. I want to say maybe like a quarter into 2021 when we got, mid 2020, when we got quarantined and a lot of places were shut down. People were making their own businesses, you know what I'm saying, to establish, to get like financial stability with themselves, you know what I mean? So I want to say, like beginning 2020, right when we started quarantine. But you gotta think like this, right? I have my own business, you know, I do photography. People, I have clients, you know, they be like, oh, can you come do a photo shoot for me? Can you shoot a video for me? Yeah, I got you. But it's like, and as you keep going with that, people support you, so why not give out support? You know what I mean? That just shows, that just like gives people like respect of you. People will respect you for that because it's like, all right, he's on his shit. You know?